5분 안에 술래의 눈을 피해 결승선에 들어오는 분들은 통과입니다. 그럼 시작합니다.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다.
Oh my god, the mess really messed up my hair. Worst day ever. What is this? Not that it's any better, but whatever. Let's do this. Okay. Hey guys, want to welcome you back to the Censored Pop channel for a Halloween edition video. I am going to be telling a horror story of one of my experiences playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. As you can see, I'm running out of ideas. I don't know how to tie survival to making a video because this one, yeah. And so this is what I came up with. So bear with me, this is going to be the video. And I know it's just so cliche, so basic to do Squid Game this year. However, I really have no other options. The two places, the two invites that I got, which is one from Proto Incel, or Museum Incel, and Film Casino, the two parties options that I'm going this evening. I'm filming on the day of Halloween itself. This is morning my time, by the way. The theme is Squid Game. The theme is Squid Game. How else do you dress for a party that is Squid Game? So, like for me, if they were just to change the theme to survival or survival games, you know, there are just way so many options. Like as a fan, I am a fan of the survival genre. So when I was younger, I watched like a battle royale. Yes, the Japanese battle royale. So I imported the DVD and I was watching it and I fell in love with that. I'm a big fan of Purge series. I know that's such a stupid movie, but I love them so much. And every single year I was doing Purge, except for the first Purge. I kind of don't like the mask, but the mask it's always been appeal, right? So Purge Anarchy, I actually did like 2 of the masks. So the god one and the other guy, I love it. I actually have the mask over there, right at my right over there. And then last year, it wasn't last year there was no party. 2 years ago I did like Purge election year. I love it so much, right? So I'm really wanting to watch the 4th Purge. I don't know how is it gonna be, so let's see. If they're saying survival, I just have so much options. For example, I can dress like a schoolboy with this collar with a device. So that is like battle royale. That is the original. I believe that should be the original survival genre thing, right? So, but no choice. I have to do this year. So yeah, I hope you understand. So let's talk about the horror story. So it is going to be a story of how I got scammed. And it was really stupid of me. There was just so many red flags, but you know, I was trusting people a little bit too much, so that is the problem. And this theme, it just keeps on continuing in my life. So it has not stopped yet with this trusting people a little bit too much. I really need to stop this, right? Okay, so here's the story. Many years ago, when I first started playing TCG, like Dragon Ball, it's kind of my first serious TCG. I played Magic when I was younger, but it was just the leftover cards that my friends have, and I just took it and play. So I don't consider that as like starting to play TCG. But when I first really just buy products, owning decks, that's when that was Dragon Ball Super. So I'm really young in this community, in this whole card game scene. And so I met this guy called, let's call him Beto. That's his actual name that we call him, by the way. So Beto, so he's an American, a student living in Munich, Germany. And when I was in my local scene, when I met him, he gives me a really bad impression. He's just one of those people that loves to talk big, and I don't like people who talk big, right? And he's, you know, it says a lot about this guy when he's talking big. And let me give you an example. So my first interaction with him was, I believe he was playing a yellow deck at that point of time, and when I saw it and it was all bling out, I said, wow, your whole deck is bling. And he turns to me and said, money is not a problem for me. That was the actual first phrase that he says it. So when I said that he talks big, he talks really big, right? I mean, he's a student, or maybe he's a very rich student. I don't know, but that was what he said to me. So the whole story was that one time he needed to go to Germany. He was visiting back to the US. He's from the US, but he's studying in Germany. So I think for a semester or something. I don't know. I didn't really ask him. He's more like a Bekannter, like an acquaintance, right? So what happens with him was that he asked us anything that he could buy for us. Some of us wanting gift anniversary boxes, some of them wanted some cards. At the point of time, Europe doesn't really have a lot of products. It wasn't available to us, so US was the place to go. And we asked him and said, can you buy a case? And he said, yeah, sure, I can buy a case. He has a lot of miles and he's able to travel, you know, like first class, business class, the type of things, a lot of luggage. Whenever I travel so far, I am allowed only one luggage, right? I don't understand, like, I'm not in the league of those people that can carry multiple luggages. I'm just not there yet. Yeah. So he said it was okay. It was not a problem for him. He's just carrying in a luggage and bring it over. What's the problem, right? So we just said, okay, sure, buy a luggage for us. Just buy a case for us. And he said yes. And so 3 of us chips in and we decided to share a case. And that was great. Long story short, he came back and guess what? The luggage was lost. We already paid by PayPal, friends and family. Number 1, don't do that. All right, just pay the goods and services. So friends and family, we paid him and he said the luggage was lost. And we asked for receipt and he doesn't have any receipt, not from the airlines or anything, right? And then he said, no, it's fine. The luggage is going to be returned. It's being routed to, I think, Hamburg or something, and it's going to come back. It's fine, right? So we just said, okay, sure, let's wait. And 2 weeks later, I believe it was a couple weeks later, the luggage was back. And guess what? The luggage was empty. So there was no content inside. So he sends us a picture. The luggage was empty, right? But it doesn't mean anything if there is nothing official from like the airlines or something to say that, hey, this is missing. We asked for emails and stuff like that. He didn't give us case ID. He just sends us a picture of an empty luggage. I also can send you a picture of an empty luggage. You know, the next one there's definitely insurance, so he's gonna get the money back. Okay, just declare whatever is inside, and then he's gonna get at least some form of compensation back. And we said, you know, if we could get a good 80 to 90% refund, that would be really, really nice. You don't have to get us the product. Because for me, I was so excited at a point of time that actually I have most of the stuff I need already, right? So yeah, so we're just waiting for the money back, and he said he needed 3 months. So we said, you know, seems fine. Things in Germany, it's super slow anyways, so as long as we're gonna get the money back, it's fine, right? So 3 to 4 months have passed and we didn't hear from him, and we contacted him and he said, oh yeah, the money is here. And we said, okay, can we have it back? And he said, yeah, sure, I'll send you guys the money. Send me your details, we're gonna get you back the money. However, a couple of days have passed, we didn't hear from him, a week or 2. Some of the details here I'm sharing, it's a bit fuzzy because it happens like so long ago and it's a bad memory, so I think my brain is trying to remove it, right? So maybe when it comes to timeline and some of the events, might be a little bit fuzzy, but the main point is you like quite there. We didn't get the money from him, so we contacted him and he said, oh no, it was so unfortunate, you know. He said, you know, what happened is that he got into a police case. He got into a fight. Someone fought him in his dormitory, right, the student area where he stays, and he got into a fight, and now it's in a police case. So he said, you know, he already hires a lawyer, but he needs the money fast, so he passed the money to the lawyer. I was like, yeah, but this is not your money though. This is our money. So you should pay us or ask us before you can use it. And of course, in my head, I was like, where's the money? It's not a problem for you, mate. Right? I mean, there's a couple of thousand of euros. If you shouldn't be a problem for you, right? Right? However, he said that he used the money because he needed it first. His mother wasn't able to transfer him the money, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, this is gonna be like a thing that keeps on running with him. He just says a lot of excuses about, you know, time and accounts and stuff like that. So what happened here is this: he told us that he actually hired a lawyer and he pays the money for him, and then he said, you know, this is the law thing and we should not get involved, but things is gonna come out in the end, and he's gonna return us the money once his mother gives him back. At this point of time, I have to say that after several months and after several weeks and talking to him, and this guy being a jerk all the time, he's a big talker. And like I said before, I hate big talker. I really have a dislike for big talker. So my patience ran out, and but no matter whether your patience ran out or not, you still have to be cordial, right? You have to be courteous. You have to be polite. You cannot be rude. So and be objective. This is something that I learned in my life by a really nice mentor of mine, which is no matter what, you are trying to solve a problem. And being personal and attacking personal, getting emotional, this is not going to solve the problem. What you should be, it's be objective, right? So I said, oh yeah, it's fine. Since it is a police case, could you give me the police ID, police case ID? And he said, not possible. Because under the law, he's not supposed to disclose that. Because the same, oh, my account is under audit and I'm unable to declare my tax statement and stuff like that. Yada, 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 yada. Yeah, this is the type of people that we are talking about. Anyways, suddenly got political. It's not politics, whether left or right. It's just people like that. You know, they are unable to say the truth. Instead of telling you and said, hey, I screw up, I spent your money, I'm sorry, give me some time to return. They would just fabricate stories and stories just to hide it. I don't know why, maybe just to make them look better. But in the end, it kind of backfires and always makes them look stupid, right? Looks untrustworthy, that's the thing. And so he said that it's a police case ID, we should not touch it. And I said, you know, what about your lawyer? Could you give me your lawyer's name? I'll just call him, verify. And it says, no, it's the same. He doesn't want to disturb his lawyer because we are not supposed to disturb his lawyer, you know, the type of stuff. The fee that he pays his lawyer was 3,000 euros. And I was like, you know, that's a little bit too much. And he said, you know, we don't know about all this lawyer stuff. It's very expensive. But I have a trump card in my hand. And so my girlfriend at a point of time happens to be a paralegal. So I have a lot of law advices and tips on how to do all these things. It's just right at my fingertips. I was able to ask her and she said, no, there was no such thing. It's bullshit. Case ID. If not, just get the name of the lawyer, the contact details. And then we come from a point of view that we were like nice and we said, hey, you know, so-and-so, my ex-girlfriend, she is a lawyer. Do you want to talk to her? She is going to give you advices on how to move. And he was like, no, thank you, bro. But I got this. I got you too. Just give me 2 weeks and my mom will transfer the money. You know, everything is going to be fine. Yeah. But I was impatient. So I said, hey, Beto, I'm running out. You have to understand my situation here. We got nothing from you, no IDs, no case IDs, no verification of the Lufthansa for all your stories. I know where you're staying, we're just gonna come over, we're gonna have a talk, and I just want to make sure we got our money back. And if everything is the truth, there shouldn't be a problem, right? So we went over to his place and I was totally prepared. And so here is what the event goes out, right? The first thing is he insists it's a police case and stuff like that. We are not able to see this. And I produce a document, which is the non-disclosure agreement prepared by my girlfriend at the time. And I said, hey, take a look at this, sign it. And all of us, it's going to be processed. And if we leak any information that you might find it sensitive, according to this, feel free to take us in court, right? And he was totally shocked. He wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared for this to be in the legal level. I don't think in my heart that was a police case. I don't think there was anything at all. But, you know, he wasn't prepared. No, so now this is a real legal case, right? So I produced like some documentation, and then he didn't want to sign it, but he was prolonging. I said, hey, you know, there's nothing. Why don't you want to sign it? And he said he didn't have it with him. And it's under the California law. I think he's from California. I think that's what he said. Under the California law, he's not supposed to disclose it. I said, hey, that's bullshit. This is in Munich. This is Germany. There's no such thing over here. Right? And said, oh, no. His lawyer says this and stuff like that. And we don't know US laws, right? So he is not able. So I said, hey, so sign IOU. And if you don't, we'll see you in court. It's easy. Now he knows that legal threat are real here, right, with us. And I produced a IOU with him, and it looks really legit. It was really properly prepared, and he was scared shit. I know it. I'm pretty sure he shit his pants, but he was wearing brown pants at the time, so I was able to tell. But most probably, I was able to smell. And then I think he wants to call his lawyer, but I think he didn't call because there was no lawyer. And I said, hey, there's no need to call a lawyer. Just sign an IOU. You owe us money. You know this. Sign it. And then we make it official by which date you're going to return us. We're going to give you even like months, right, to return this. Just return us, right? And it was like, yeah, okay. So he decided to sign it after a while. After he signed it, I said, okay, so sign, and if not, we see each other in court. There's no face-to-face anymore. And then he suddenly wants to intimidate me, just me. For some reason, it was me, right? Because I think I was the most aggressive one, but I wasn't aggressive like in your face. I was just really just matter of fact, no talking about friendship, no talking about, bro, hey, you know, you owe us money, please return. It was like, you owe us money, please return us by this date. If not, we see each other in court and stuff like that. I would need you to sign this. And it was like, hey, bro, sit down and have a chat. I was like, yeah, sure, but sign this, you know? So I was really like down to business. Not rude, down to business. He said, you know what, Melvin? I will pay guy number 1. I'll pay guy number 2, but I will not pay you. So what you gonna do? So he stood up in front of me, right? And he wanted to fight. I was like, yeah, sure, it's fine. Then we see each other in court. Easy. I think at that point of time, he knew that person 1, person 2, they're students, right? And he is a student too. So both, I think they kind of know what they're capable of, but I was a working adult. And he knew that I have access, like the documentation looks legit, right? And I was requesting for his ID, and I was like taking pictures of it and stuff like that, just to make sure everything is fine. I said, hey, anything goes wrong? So I have all these documents. I was like, hey, anything goes wrong, see you in court. He knew that the threat was actually legit. So no bravado, no like who's bigger. I'm not a very big guy anyway, so most probably that's a fight I don't want to take. So I was like, see you in court. And then he had a change of mind, and he was like, hey bro, just kidding, alright, just kidding. I just want to, you know, we're having fun here. I was like, no, I'm not having fun here. So in the end, he did pay like guy number 1, right? And he did not pay guy number 2. After 2 months later, he did not pay guy number 2. So he actually paid back 1/3 of the payment. And so I kind of tried to decide, I want to check where is this guy, right? And I had some connection to check, thank God for that. And he left the country already. I'm not saying that I did something big, because eventually I think if his school semester ended, he would have left the countries anyways, right? However, I just think that hopefully this scares him enough not to do this thing again. This is not the first time he does it anyways, right? So he is someone who got banned from Dragon Ball Super Card Game Group. He got banned from Dragon Ball Super Card Game European Group. He got banned from, I think he has to change his, he shuts down his Facebook page, and he shuts down his Instagram page. So this guy, I think it's either he's really scared of the legal threat, or my legal threat is not the first one for him anyway. So a lot of people are just looking for him. In the end, looking back with hindsight, there were just so many red flags. Like first one is this guy, it's banned from all these groups. Before we even get him to buy anything, we know that he's banned from all these trading groups. Not trading groups, from all these forum groups, right? Because he's a shit talker online. And the second part is that, of course, that his PayPal got banned. We weren't able to send to his PayPal. We sent actually to his brother's PayPal. That's how shitty the whole situation is. And And that should be a big red flag already. But I think at a point of time, I was just so new to this whole thing that yeah, I wasn't really prepared for it. Now for the final horror story. And guess what was the case that he didn't buy us? It was Tournament of Power. Scary enough. However, that was the good part, is that after buying it and after waiting, at a point of time I was also very anxious. So I was able to, I actually got all the signature rares, and I was able to get, like, I do own 2 copies of Awakened Power though, a French copy and a English copy of Awakened Power at that time, because I couldn't wait for our case to come, right, because it was just too low. So I'm glad I did that too when the prices were that low. So kind of like a big horror show avoided. So this is the end of the story. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is a horror show for me, with the set that was involved and also with all this time I spent just trying to deal with this guy. It's not as in like horror as in like, whoa, I'm scared. It's like horror as in it's like horrible, right? I think that still kind of works. That still kind of works, as I can still use the whole horror thing over here. So that is the end of the video, and if you have a horror story to share, let's put it down in the comment section. Let's scare each other, or let's horrify each other. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate it. You can give this video a like, subscribe if you want to support me and the channel. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. Have a pretty nice Halloween. See you guys in the next video. Alright.